movie or find new conversation at dinner. We decided that lunches were a much more exciting use of our time. We had the energy for conversation, and we weren't trying to keep our eyes open, wondering how much longer we had to wait till the sitter could get the kids to bed just so we didn't have to do it. Plus, once the kids are asleep, the work is over, you know? We would much rather be in our PJs watching a rerun of Friends than eating some fancy salmon dish with a side of rice pilaf. Finally, we come to topic on the checklist that I call faith and gratitude. Almost every night, I lay in bed and say my prayers of praise for all the numerous blessings I have in my life. But I'm also not afraid to ask for what I may need or want in my life. However, I find that starting with the gratitude makes my list of wants smaller when I see it in perspective of what I've already been given. I start with the seemingly small but essential things: a full belly, a roof over our heads, clothes on our backs, and then I get to the crucial things that I couldn't live without, like good health, or safety and travel mercies, my beautiful boys, and my strong marriage. Reminding myself daily of what I already have helps me put my priorities in order to do it all over again the next day. And as we get ready to celebrate Mother's Day this weekend, I want to wish all the moms and grandmoms in the audience a lovely day. And don't forget to enjoy the tiny moments like butterfly kisses, blowing bubbles, praying over a meal together, saying I love you at random moments, and rocking your little ones to sleep. And for all the little ones, for all the women here, make your daily checklist. And don't give up if you can't keep it all in one day. Just start fresh the next day, trying your best. That's all we can ask of ourselves. Be kind to yourself, whether that means creating better eating habits, finally quitting smoking, getting your annual checkups, putting your feet up, kicking your heels up on the dance floor, getting your nails done, feeling less guilty, and please try to find some time to shave your legs, even if it's just for you. So now we are going to open it up for some question and answers. If you guys have any questions for me, you can raise your hands and someone will come to you with a microphone. So does anybody have any questions for me?
Okay, starting over here first. Ask her how old she is.
Okay. Have you ever met Brad Pitt?
Oh gosh, no, I have not.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't have any. Yeah, I would love to meet Brad Pitt, but I don't have any dirt on him I can give you. I'm sorry. He seems lovely. Perhaps a little short. I don't know. Okay.
How old are your children?
Oh, my little boys are 8, 6, and 1. Yeah, my 1-year-old last night, we were FaceTiming on the phone to say goodnight, and he realized I wasn't there, and that was, we're going through a little separation anxiety for the first time, and it was really hard to say goodnight to him last night. I put my phone down. Is there someone on this side? Okay.
I'm over here.
Sorry, there you are.
Do you ever wish that, or do you ever think about maybe your life would be different had you not start acting so young?
Oh, definitely. I think it's not that I ever really wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be on this one specific TV show called Romper Room. Do you remember Romper Room? I really just wanted them to say my name on Romper Room, and Melissa wasn't a very popular name back then. And I put together the formula that the children that were there on the show that day got their names said in the magic mirror, and I figured if I could just get on that show, they would say my name in the magic mirror. So I told my mother that I wanted to be on TV, and she just, there we go. Like, I got an agent, and I booked my first audition, and then I booked my third audition, and my fourth audition, and so it just snowballed into this career. And as I said before, it wasn't an intentional. It wasn't that I loved acting. It was just something. It was a hobby actually growing up. It was a hobby that became a career, all the while I was looking for another career, but found that I guess I was pretty good at acting. I don't know.
So, if you could pick another career, what would it have been?
Party planning. I love party planning. I love events.
We've got one way over here. She's running. Okay, so you said Melissa wasn't a good name for romper room, so if you could have changed your name, what would it have been?
I was named after an Allman Brothers song, so there was another one called Jessica.
Okay, here's your question.
All right, first off, I just want to say that I wanted to be Clarissa growing up. But you said that I could really relate to the date night not really working, especially around like 8:30 when you know they're asleep and you want to go home. What do y'all do to connect?
We do lunch dates. We prefer to we find times when the kids are in school, or, you know, a day when either one of us can get away. He'll come to work and visit me, or we'll find little moments to have in the afternoon when we're wide awake and there's lots of conversation to be had and our minds are working, you know, better. But we do spend nights together. I mean, we spend every night together. It's just that it's in our pajamas and we're like cuddled up on the couch watching something, not having to create some special night. You know, we just haven't done very well with that. I know it works for a lot of people, but for us we were just always exhausted, and for me to have to like put on mascara and like he opens the door for me to get in the car. It was all very exhausting. So we just decided that lunches were easier. We didn't have to impress each other, but we get dressed up to go to big nights out. We recently went to an event to celebrate a park in our town that was built, and you know, that was a nice night. We got all dressed up, and we went out and we had some cocktails with some friends, and that was a lovely night. So we find our moments that way.
It sounds like I'm over here. I'm sitting. Nope, way over here.
Oh, okay.
Over here.
Do you
Okay.
starring in any more movies recently?
To do any more movies? Yeah, I actually am supposed to be directing a Lifetime Christmas movie this summer in Connecticut, which will be lovely for me to actually, for the first time, work and sleep in the same state. So I can actually sleep at home and be working there. But I'm excited about doing that one this summer, but directing is also, it's very challenging for me. It's very creative, and it's a lot of brain power, and I'm already gearing myself up for taking my vitamins, making sure I'm going to make it through that shoot. But I will be back on my show, Melissa and Joey, which is on the air right now, but we'll be back at work on that right after Labor Day. So I'm going to direct this, I'm going to take the next month, spend with my family, and then I'll be working on that movie June, July, and then August we head back to LA to get ready for Melissa and Joey.
Besides your husband, of all the leading men or actors that you've been with, who has been the best kisser?
Actually, I write about that in my book. You'll have to get my book.
Which you can get in the Marketplace Square. They're already autographed at the Christus booth.
Yes, I autographed about 500 books last night. My hands were on the floor. Who did I say? Oh, it's Adrian Grenier. You might know him from Entourage. We did a movie called Drive Me Crazy.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
At the time we were both single, and so being single definitely helps with those kissing scenes, because you can get a little more into it. These days when I'm kissing Joey on the show, first of all, it's like kissing my brother, because I've known him since I was 5. And it's, you know, I just know my in-laws are watching it as well, so it's all very awkward. Let me tell you, those kissing scenes are not what they appear to be. Even if I kissed Brad Pitt, I don't think it would have been fantastic, because it's all very awkward. You have about 150 people watching you, and you have to get the light just right between you, and you can't have your face too close together, and, you know, it's not like when you're kissing someone you're actually attracted to. You're forced together, like, hi, nice to meet you. Did you have onions today? Excellent, let's do this.
And with your children getting school age and you traveling to LA for your to do your work and then back to Connecticut, how do you handle that? I mean, how do your children go with you when you go to LA, or how does that work?
When I first started doing Melissa and Joey, see, and in this business, you never know how long something's going to last. So when we did the pilot, we thought that might be it. And then when we did 13 episodes, we thought that might be it. And then they tacked on another 13. And then there was a second season, and there was season 2B, and it keeps going. And so in the beginning, we had just moved to Connecticut because I had worked